team because he enjoys the challenge of formation. And we saw a mirror formation fly past by the Red Arrows. We saw it previous to that by the Aero Pits team. And we're hoping that we'll see it today from the Breitling team, and it'll be Martin flying upside down. So now, if you look over the pier to the left, you can see the two aircraft. The smoke will go on in a moment as they dive down at a speed in excess of 150 miles an hour. There we are, the smoke is on. Dave Farrell leading the formation with Danielle Hughes on top of the wing, Martin Carrington with Lydia Beadle on top of the wing of the second aircraft. Now, not only are you going to see a display of formation aerobatics, but also acrobatics, because you should also keep your eyes on the girls on top of the wing, as they'll be performing their own maneuvers during the display. It's brave enough of them to actually be on top of the wing while the pilots perform aerobatics. But you'll watch, you'll see them do handstands, pirouettes, lie parallel with the wing, and then at the end of the display they'll actually unstrap from their 5-point swivelling rig and sit on front of the wing, just a few inches away from the propeller, before climbing back over the wing for the final manoeuvre, the cockpit lady, where they stand on the top of the front cockpit.
Any donations or programs?
Two very different wing walkers. Danny on the lead aircraft is in her 8th year, whereas Lydia on the second aircraft is in her 1st year, having joined the team in April. Smoke is on now as they fly in on the 45-degree angle. You can see the girls have got one leg up in the air and they're waving, so do wave back. Difficult standing stationary on the ground, let alone while standing there 150 mile an hour slipstream.
Give them a pound.
Just to get an idea of what that's like when you're next on the motorway, wind the window down, stick your hand out into the 70 mile an hour slipstream, double that, add a bit, and imagine you're performing acrobatics while also pulling 4G and looping the loop. So the girls have to be extremely fit, and they certainly are. Danny was the black belt second dan British Taekwondo champion at just the age of 14. And her love of flying has developed during her time with the team, and she got her private pilot's license in 2008. She particularly enjoys climbing around the aircraft during the display, and her favourite manoeuvre is the finale, the cockpit lady, where she stands on one leg in front of her pilot's windscreen, halfway between the cockpit and the wing. The team knew what Lydia was made of during her audition flight, because it was in the rain, but even that didn't put her off. And her love of speed and adrenaline sports was developed by horse riding throughout her childhood. And it's she who'll be upside down on Martin's aircraft during the mirror formation fly past. Here they come, right up close, great photo opportunity, and also do give them a wave. This time the leg is not fully extended. Well, Martin Carrington may have started his association with aircraft at a very young age. The formation leader, Dave Farrell, didn't get his pilot's license until he was 32. And he then developed his flying career by piloting a parachute jump aircraft in East Anglia. Here's a great photo opportunity. Breitling are the official supplier to the aviation world. If any of you were watching the Red Bull Air Racing on Sky on Sunday, which took place at Ascot, where Brits came first and second. Paul Bonham finished first, he's the current world champion, and Nigel Land, who is sponsored by Breitling, came in second on his birthday. So Martin Carrington says precision timing is a crucial aspect of display flying. So they're proud to continue their association with Breitling. And I must say, I think it is a particularly striking colour scheme of the aircraft. Now here we have a manoeuvre called the roller coaster. Imagine you're on a roller coaster on rails. Upside down. See, there they are, doing the pitch back on top of the wing. People often refer to wing walking as a barnstorming activity, and that was something because wing walking developed in the years after the end of the First World War, when in America many people had been trained to fly in the First World War, were then no longer required in the service, but wanted to continue the love they developed for flying. Surplus aircraft were available. Look, you can see the girls are now lying parallel with the wing, taking full advantage of that swivelling rig. So the pilots would spend some money together and fly around the towns of the Midwest in America, roaring up Main Street to attract attention, and then performing aerobatic displays in return for some petrol money, sleeping overnight in farmers' barns, hence the expression barnstorming. And then as a development from that, wives and girlfriends were encouraged to stand on top of the wing, climb around the aircraft, sort of things which aren't possible for health and safety reasons today. But with the wing walkers here, it's the next best thing. Flying down from their swivelling rigs to sit first on the front edge of the wing and then to stand behind it before dropping down into the cockpit ready for their departure. The team are operated by a company called Aero Superbatics, based in the West Country, run by Vic Norman, who's been flying air displays since the early 1980s. He discovered from historical records that there was a former World War I Royal Flying Corps base that had been overgrown just up the road, so he acquired the land there and has redeveloped it in the style that it was during those First World War years. The team actually operates 4 of these aircraft, which tend to operate in pairs so that they can meet the many demands placed upon them at air shows throughout the country and overseas. Now there comes a break, and imagine the G-force as the girls experience there, still holding one leg up.